If you're not sure if you're a simp, this is the episode to listen to. Hi, I'm Felix Mayorca. Just kidding. Welcome to another episode of ThisLife, a podcast by your boy, aka Mayorca Media. ThisLife, for you new listeners, is about a lot of stuff. It's about mental health. It's about life and mental health. But on occasion, we do fun episodes like this one. I asked men what women did that bugged them, and a couple of them answered. Not too many, but then I asked it again, and I said, "Women, you're allowed to answer." Of course, the ladies came through as always. Guys are extremely unreliable. We're trash. I get it. So yeah, shout out to all of you that answered. I hope we got to your question and answered it correctly, or I don't know, helped you out. My guest today is Andie Sanchez. She was on before. If you want to listen to that episode, just go through the archives, and it's also on YouTube. So she's a fun guest. Known her forever, and we get into a lot of stuff. We talk about simping. We talk about kind of relationships. We talk about her dating right now, even though she really isn't. Sorry, guys, but hit her up. We also talked about, we talked about all your questions, is the main thing that we did. We got sidetracked a couple times, which was a lot of fun, but yeah, this one's for the ladies. This episode's brought to you by Popl. That's popl.co. Popl is actually, it's on the back of my phone case. I'm going to hold it up for the video. You can see it right there. This little dot, not the little pop thing. It's like a little dot that goes on the back of your phone. And actually, I'm going to do a live demo because I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on this. It's really cool. It's super simple. So those of you watching the video, I got my phone here, and I've got my phone case. And all you have to do is, let me wait for it to focus. Okay. You tap the back of your phone. On the top, you get a little pop-out window. You click on that. And as it loads, boom, you have all my stuff. You have my podcasts. You have my Instagram. Let me scroll. Oops, I just changed something. Oh, no. I'm changing all types of stuff. There we go. I'm going to scroll. You got my contact info. You got my Facebook that I don't ever use. You got my Venmo if you're trying to pay me. Yeah. This is awesome, man. Popl. More people got to get on this. Right now, it's a lot. It's environmentally friendly compared to business cards. It's safer compared to business cards. You don't have to touch anyone. You just tap their phone, as I did and demonstrated and will demonstrate again. Let's see if I'll focus it in. All you have to do is tap the back of someone's phone. Boop. Pops down. You click on the link. Then it comes up. And that's your boy. Easy. Super cool. If you use code ThisLife, that's one word, ThisLife, you get 20% off. I believe it's 20 or 15. One of those. Either 15 or 20. Go now. They have styles that they're trying to get rid of, and they're on sale. So, and you can use that, I believe, that code on that stuff as well. So, yeah. I guess that's it for the intro, right? Make sure you follow me at Mayorca Media, Mayorca, on Instagram. Make sure you follow Andie as well. I'll put her stuff on the video. And thank you all so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode for the ladies. And those of you that answer the question, thank you very much. Those of you that ignored it, I know who you are. I'm just kidding. All right, bye. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode, I feel like you can't see my face, of ThisLife. I'm sitting down with Andie.
I'm back.
She's back. If you want to listen to who she is, I have already released an episode about it. So, welcome back.
Thank you.
What do you think of the new place?
I like it. It's really nice. A nice setup.
Really nice. I've been told it's cozy.
Yeah.
But you said really nice. So.
No, I think cozy's a good one too. So what's the official name?
The shop.
The shop. Okay.
Because of those lights.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's like shoppy.
Yeah.
I think.
And I got the vibe from the wall right there.
Yeah, the pegboard and yeah.
Okay, the shop.
My friend Annalie thought it was like a store.
Oh, okay.
So, but you knew that because you listened to the last episode.
I sure did.
What are we doing today, dude?
I think we're going in on the girls today. Is that what we're doing?
Folks, we're going in on the girls today. Now, before we get started, let me just say, my order's ready for picking up. Let me just say, I'm not targeting males. I'm not targeting females. I recently got reported on Instagram. It's been said that I'm the bad boy. I'm the bad boy of Instagram. It's so lame.
That's so 2021. Like, so sensitive of people.
So I'm not targeting men, women. I really don't care. I like to laugh at just kind of the insanity of human interaction. They're all pretty much generalized. Not all guys are this way. Not all girls are this way. It's just something fun to do. I heard about our former high school. They got rid of Battle of the Sexes.
Oh, they did? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
For the same reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because they don't want, guys, girls, everything in between. You're all
gender fluid.
Invited. Exactly.
Okay.
Like last episode, we were talking about the guys and things they did. A lot of those things I don't do.
Not all men.
Not all guys do it. So don't come at me. Don't freaking report me for hate speech. Are you kidding me? Yeah. So that's my disclaimer. Are you offended? If you're offended in any way, let me know.
No, I'll let you know.
Okay. Cool.
I probably won't be, but.
All right. Well, you're sensitive. So here we go.
That's why I'm here.
So I was referring to last episode as in the episode that I asked questions and got answers about what women dislike that men do. So this time I flipped it and I said, guys, what do women do that you don't like? Probably like 5 people responded first, which was infuriating. But then more girls answer than guys.
Of course.
So,
of course,
guys, what the hell, dude? Quit being so damn lazy. Let me fix this. I feel like I'm not in a comfortable spot today. It's Saturday. It's different. It's for the boys, but
wow.
Whatever.
Okay. But I'm here, right? Hey, can you come to my podcast on Saturday, even though it's for the boys? Yes, I can.
All right. So, Andie, you're single right now?
Yes, I am.
Are you dating?
No, I stopped because.
Okay. Cool.
Because men.
Dude, guys.
That's why I'm here.
So the reason I wanted to bring you on was, I assume that you were single, which is kind of fucked up. But
wow.
Last time I had a married person on. So this time I want a perspective of a single lady.
Okay.
Now let me kind of do a callback to last episode. What do you dislike that guys do in the dating world? Not like what have you experienced?
Okay, when you're actually dating somebody, or the whole we see each other here and there. Or am I dating somebody that's my boyfriend?
Both or all of them if you want. Actually, let's do.
Yeah, they're different.
Yeah, let's do when you're getting to know a dude and you guys are kind of dating and hanging out.
Getting to know a dude. Okay. From the jump, I think it gets kind of confusing because you don't really know what's going on, especially with hookup culture being the thing now, So it's okay, we might be hanging out here and here, but we're just hooking up, and then you can't really say or claim that person.
Yes.
Or ask them about other things, or oh, are you doing this and this, because that's not your boyfriend.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
I had a friend one time. I had a conversation with her and she said, yeah, me and so and so hung out, and I was like, oh cool, was it like a date? She's like, oh we just went to dinner, and I was like,
see, that's a date. But is it really?
Is it? Exactly.
Is it really?
Dude, 2021, I said this about 2020, but 2021 has to be the year of guys letting, or even women, letting each other know, hey, I'm exclusively...
The year of boundaries.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. I'm exclusively dating right now. You and I are, have been dating. I'm only dating you. And then if the other person's like, oh yeah, well, I've been dating around, then that's where you make your choice of okay, I'm either going to stick around or
see, but then that's where it gets really sticky, because if you want to take it to the next level where you guys are actually together, I don't think that can happen unless you guys are both only dating each other.
Exclusive.
See, and that's tough.
So exclusivity is the thing that's been...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn. Do you have any fun stories?
No.
Are you online dating?
I have before. See, that's the thing too, is you don't know what spot everybody's in.
Yeah.
Back to like the hookup culture. It's like, okay, so I don't know if he's gonna see this. He's not gonna see this. There was this guy that I met, and I was not in a place to be like in a relationship. I just wanted to like meet people, go on dates, you know, whatever. And so I met this guy, super cool. We clicked and everything, but he was in a spot where he was ready for a relationship, and I was like, I'm not there at all. So it just didn't work, especially meeting online. You don't really know if that person's online for like hookups or to actually date. You know what I mean? So it just didn't work out.
Why weren't you ready? I hear that a lot.
Because I don't want to be worried about somebody else all the time. I don't want to do that right now.
Was that guy one of those, like a higher maintenance dude where you had to kind of text him all the time, and he wanted to text you all the time? And all
He wanted to text me all the time. He wanted to hang out like every weekend and stuff. And then I'm the asshole because...
Yeah, you're kind of an asshole.
I'm the asshole, right? Well, what do you want me to do? At least I like ended things because it was not going to work out.
Did you tell him from the jump, like, yo, I'm not really
No.
looking? Oh.
So now I'm the asshole, right?
No. I don't think anyone's an asshole in that situation.
Okay.
I think and honestly, a lot of these answers that I've been seeing, it's almost like a lack of communication and a lack of people being upfront. Like, oh,
Absolutely.
you know, or the other side where, like, for example, last episode was the guys, and we had like 2 or 3 people say when they leave their beard clippings or hair clippings in the sink.
Gross.
That's up to you to be like, hey, I don't really like that, and the other person to be like, okay,
Absolutely.
I can see where you don't like that. I'll fix it. I'll make it better. A lot of these, and this is what I've kind of come down to. Yes, this is all fun and games and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's kind of things that like you just gonna have to put out there. Like, you know what, I don't really like, but it's hard because you don't want to say it in like a mean way. Like when a woman says, oh, you know, I don't really want to be exclusive, boom, slut. Like that's what prideful ass dudes.
That has nothing to do, yeah.
No,
Absolutely not.
you just kind of want to date around, have fun, and I mean, if you want to hook up and stuff, that's fine. Like you're hooking up with everyone.
We went over this last episode too. He said the same thing.
Did I really?
Yes,
that's so terrible. Dude, I'm a misogynist, low-key.
I know.
That's fucking
No,
terrible.
we know. Felix, we know.
No,
We already labeled you, reported you on Instagram. We know.
Hate sexist speech. No, I always make jokes like that just because, like I said, I like to laugh at the insanity. Like the whole period thing. She's probably on her period. Like that's the most like bro science.
She's probably on her period, or guys always have something to say about like somebody's makeup, their hair, their nails. It's like, mind your business. That has nothing to do with you. Not a man in a woman's business. Oh no.
What if a woman says it?
That's fine. That's fine.
All right. Well,
reparations.
Anyway, all right. Let's get started. So, gentlemen, if you're like a nice guy that's not into exclusivity, at Andie Sanchez,
I'm really not even into
she's
dating
super
anybody.
into it. Like, you know what I mean.
Okay, next.
Here we go.
Next topic.
Hit her up, gentlemen. All right, let's get started. You ready?
Yes.
So I have 2 first ones that I actually kind of came up with someone. I was talking to this person. It was Chris. Anyway, so this is annoying girl stuff is how I titled it. They think other girls are after them and compare themselves to them.
Ooh. Okay.
Have you ever had a girl be after you? I saw the person's name.
They're gonna see this.
I saw the person's name pop up in your head.
I think a lot of stuff, a lot of that stems with or comes up with social media. Okay. Oh, he liked this girl's picture. He's like into that. He likes her, whatever. So now you're insecure, and then now you kind of have this. You're not in a competition with this girl, but you're always like, oh, maybe I'm not her. Maybe I'm not what this person likes. So girls think that they're always after each other. It's stupid. It's really stupid.
So maybe, I just found a correlation.
Okay.
Because guys are always doing pissing contests.
Okay.
They're like, no, dude, freaking bicep curls.
I want to see where this goes, okay?
Right?
Okay.
So maybe that's your pissing contest.
For women?
Yeah. He's like, you know what, this freaking girl.
That's stupid.
What?
No. I mean, like, it's stupid that would be a thing.
I was like, I'm sorry. I don't
Okay,
know.
we'll start over.
Dude. I hope it caught that. Ew, that wheeze, dude.
Play it back.
No, sorry.
No.
I'll shut
I
up.
absolutely agree with you, and I think that's just so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole, like, an ego thing,
Oh.
and it's just, it's so annoying because I feel like everybody's been there. No matter how confident you think you are, you know you've always, like, compared yourself to somebody, and like, oh, wow, I'm not this, and this, but that doesn't take away from what you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, I think that has to do with a lot with social media.
Yeah. Guess what? That other person is even sadder than you are.
Because they're going through the same thing. The exact same thing.
We're all just humans in this life. Nailed it. Here we go. We're all just trying to get along, you know? Some of us aren't, but that just means you're an asshole. Here we go. When they see each other and make a scene. Bro. Oh my God! And then meet up in the middle, like.
That's an age thing. No way. That's so like high school on like your friend's birthday with balloons and stuff. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. And they run at each
How
other.
many times did you see that happen?
Well, that and like sororities.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
annoying. Yeah.
My little. Oh my God. 4 years later, and they're like, fuck that bitch.
They don't even like. They're not friends anymore. Friends. You know.
Shout out to, I mean, I'm not shitting on sororities, but
You already gave a disclaimer at the beginning. You don't need to. Yeah.
true. Fuck you. I'm
Just
sorry.
let it out. Let it out.
Just kidding, Mom. Okay, here we go. I sent you some of these to give you kind of a perspective at the stuff that I was reading. Let me find them. So someone said breathe. So let me go over the question again. The question was, what is something women do that bugs you? And it was towards men. But then I asked women because men are unreliable, and we all know that.
And didn't reply.
Yeah, and the first day I had 6 people, and they seemed to be mad at certain things.
Okay, very specific.
Very specific.
Very specific.
So my friend Thomas, at King of Montiel, don't know what that means. Astrology chicks suck.
Let us know, Thomas. What does your at mean? Astrology girls suck.
Are you into astrology?
No, I know my sign and the sign after me.
What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini, the one that nobody likes. I know. See, that's why it's like, really? You don't even know me, and you guys already
Wow.
have... Okay. But to answer your question, no,
Show's
I'm
over.
really not into astrology. But if they are into astrology, what? What about it? Guys are into what? The stock market? It's the same thing. It's the same cult. Okay, same
Let's
thing.
put a pin in that. If you're trading or on Robinhood or whatever the fuck, stop posting your little chart. First of all, a lot of us have no idea what you're doing. Second of all, are you looking for us to be like, why am I holding the mic stand like this?
You feel very passionate.
Are you looking, this is my podium. Are you looking for us to be like, hey, congratulations, man. $40? Yes.
Like, what does that mean? What is that? I don't know.
Not only that, you're on Robinhood. Like, Robinhood is for beginners to kind of get their foot in the door and like start investing. I don't see.
Show us your portfolio.
Yeah. Diversify your portfolio, first of all. No, I'm just, especially, with this whole GameStop thing.
Oh.
Everyone's been just like posting their stuff, and I'm like, okay.
Like, I don't know. But you know what that did make me do? Oh, so a week before GameStop went like up and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I should really do stocks. And then that happened. I was like, wow, once you hear about stocks, it's too late. You already missed the bus.
Exactly.
But what happened was it really made me like start investing. So I opened up a brokerage account. I have a Roth IRA now. I know.
Oh my!
I know.
And you can roll that over too.
I know.
Right?
And I have my 401k.
Damn. I don't even
But
have that shit.
I was like, well, you work for yourself.
I need that. Like, what am I gonna have for retirement? Dude, I'm
Social
so stressed.
Security.
I'm so stressed. Anyway.
But anyways, yeah, people posting that made me want to invest.
Dude, and
I know.
you just started a life for you and your kids.
It worked.
Yeah, you're not even dating. You already
I'm
have
gonna retire now.
You know what you should do on your next day is be like, what's your portfolio look like?
Show me right now.
They're like, fuck.
No, not
Yeah.
even when we meet. That's a requirement before. Show me your portfolio.
On Hinge, they're like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
My name is blah, blah.
I don't
Show me your
care.
portfolio. Oh, okay.
Portfolios, you can send them to my email.
Exactly.
Can
Going
you
back,
even email?
I don't even know what a fucking portfolio is, dude.
It's
I
like your history of
just think about like the folder.
physical.
Yeah.
What are we in 1995?
I don't know, dude. I don't freaking know. Anyway,
Astrology
girls. I think I'm not big into astrology. But I've met people that are just so insufferable with it, and I think that's what Thomas means. The people that are kind of just like, that's how they live their life. Like, oh, you're a Gemini? We're not gonna get along.
Or you're this, and this happened to you because of your Gemini tendencies, and this, and this, and this.
That's right. I read your horoscope today. It said you would meet someone. Oh yeah, I did meet someone at Starbucks. Oh my god.
So you're gonna leave me for them?
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, that usually goes hand in hand with like crystals and stuff. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
But okay, so they're into that. Then don't bother with an astrology girl. Let her be. Get out her business.
Don't be into it.
No, yeah, astrology girls though sometimes they can take it to the extreme, and it kind of hinders like your friendship.
Dude, you burn a lot of bridges, huh?
No. Why are you making this personal? You said it's
Just
not
kidding.
personal.
Everything's personal.
So you guys don't
Yeah.
like astrology girls?
I mean, I don't think it's a it's not a problem for
If
me.
it's a personality trait, you guys are not into that.
If they're super heavy on it and just like rely on that for everything, then it's like, nah. It's just like if
Really?
if someone's extremely religious, at least for me. Uh-oh.
Can't.
This is the episode.
Oh no.
No,
Get into it.
Yeah, if someone's like extremely religious, then I'll just be like, oh, yeah, I don't really vibe with that. You know, like I've met very religious. I have very religious friends actually.
Okay.
Lately, I've been attracting more and
You
more.
burn a lot of bridges. Sounds like you're cutting these.
Well, they were my friends.
Wow.
I don't hang out with morons.
They cut you off. How about that?
Well,
okay.
no.
Sitter.
Yeah, no one does.
Anyway.
No one cuts me off. Anyway, yeah, very religious people that like kind of throw it in your face. So I think that's
Okay.
what Thomas means is like the people that like throw it in your face. Like
Right.
when you were like, oh, I just know I'm a Gemini. Like I'm a Sagittarius, which I mean, there's some stuff that's so general that I read it and I'm like, oh, the way I explain it is like when people are like, what's your sign? I'm like, oh, I'm a Sagittarius. And they're like, oh, what is that? We pretty much just say like, oh, I'm sorry that you're sad about being wrong. Because I'm right. So.
And you resonate with that, so you use that one.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Okay,
resonate with
as
that
your
one a lot.
identifier. Got it.
What's the one you identify with, Geminis?
Geminis are, you see both sides of things.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's called empathy.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that's me. When I have a discussion, I'm like, oh, this, oh, but also this. So it's kind of hard to really like stand on one side of things for me, just because I can definitely see the other side.
You and I have talked about stuff like, oh, what do you think about this?
I
Like it's always something like
know.
very random, and I'm like, because I'm the same way. Like
Yeah.
I kind of think in the middle. So we're just like,
So
well, I
you're a
see it this
Gemini.
way. But yeah, I'm a Gemini now. I'm converted.
Is that possible? Absolutely not. There's like
Doing
your
it.
sign, and then there's like another sign. So maybe your other sign's Gemini. We'll have to look into that.
God. See, and then when you get into like the whole,
Your birth chart.
oh God.
Oh God. So what if I lied and gave you the wrong time? Does that throw everything off?
I think so.
Or is that a Gemini move to do that? See, I
Dude.
don't know. I don't know.
At Astrology Chicks. I remember seeing one time Miley Cyrus post something about like, hey, I'm like sick. I have to cancel one of my shows or whatever. And then the next little, I don't know why I followed her, but the next like Instagram story was her putting a crystal on her throat. And she was like, oh, the best medicine. And
Like
I was like,
healing. Hey, but that's to say, okay, ooh, I don't know, connection here. So you cut your friends off that are super religious. So they
Never
would
said
have, huh?
I never said that.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Because okay, whatever. So what would a religious person do to heal? They'd pray, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
So if she really believes in whatever her astrology or crystals, she would obviously use that to heal. So she's going to what she knows and what she believes would work, right?
So that's that kind of gray area where it's like, okay, this person, like, I don't have a problem with religious people.
Okay.
Like, I'm dating a religious person.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just when they're like, kind of like they can't do anything without tying religion into it, or if you do something wrong, they're like, well, should have prayed about it. And it's like,
yeah.
oh, you're using this to like not hurt other people, but like hurt other people's feelings, or like
Right.
as a reason to like bring them down. That's
Okay.
what I don't mess with.
Right. Okay.
But like, religion is fine, dude. Everyone's got to believe in something. I believe in like the universe. I think the universe.
Are you?
has
Yeah,
its,
you do. Okay.
I'm strong, you know.
So things come like full circle. You get
Yeah.
what you put out, type of thing. Okay.
and karma and all that fun
Ooh,
stuff.
karma. Ooh, yeah.
Karma's a fun one.
I don't know. I kind of gave up on karma. I feel like sometimes it skips people.
Yeah, like us. I do good stuff
Hey.
all the time, and I'm like,
Like, what did it? Come on, come
I
on.
know.
My hand is out. Come
give
on.
that homeless guy the $1, and you're like, all right, who saw that?
When am I gonna get 100 back?
Yeah, exactly. Here we go, God.
You gotta invest in your Robinhood app.
My
Put
portfolio.
$1 there. You'll get 100 back.
My portfolio is not
There you
diverse
go.
enough.
It's fine.
What do we got on time? Dude, it's already been 20 minutes.
No way.
Yeah.
Haven't even made a dent in my drink.
Well, gotta start chugging. Okay, next one. So, astrology girls, what's up? Don't hit me up because I'm not a big fan. This is Julio. Shout out to
What
my
is
homie
it?
Julio. Give attitude for no fucking reason. That's such a guy answer.
That is so similar to the breathe one. The same guy.
No, but it's the same circle. It's the same circle of friends.
Of course.
Julio, listen, I get it, but they might have had a long day at work. We do the same thing. It might have been something that you did like 4 years ago and they just remembered it. So stereotypical. No, it might be. I mean, why do you guys do that?
I have nothing. I mean, maybe leave us alone. How about that one? I have nothing. I mean, if somebody's giving you attitude when you're talking to them, leave them alone.
Tanya, stop giving Julio attitude, dude.
Just leave them alone for a little bit.
Straight up. Or you know what? Maybe you're not in the mood.
Maybe you're being sensitive. Maybe it's on attitude. It's never the girl's fault, right?
Julio and I are both sensitive kings.
Are you?
We both know that, yeah.
Simp? Are you simp?
Well, you know what? That's a good... let's pause this real quick. Let's talk
Okay.
about simping.
Okay.
What is simping to you? What is a simp?
Like if you're a simp,
Yep.
honestly, now all that means that you have feelings. That's all that means. You're a decent human being. You care.
That's fucking terrible.
You care. That's what a simp is.
So, what a simp is, at least to me, and like what I used to be a simp.
Okay, so simp. Okay, let's put the definition out there. Simp. Go ahead.
So this is what a simp is, and I've actually looked this up.
Okay.
Because I was like, am I a simp?
Concerned? Am I a simp?
Not anymore. A simp is pretty much someone that drops everything for the woman, even if it's like detrimental to them. If they're just kind of there for brownie points, and for example, like I like this girl Regina. Shout out to Regina, and she's so fine.
Miss George, Miss Regina George.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I got
I
it.
know.
I was like, who? Yeah, I'm into Regina George. I'm like, yo, what's up, girl? And she's kind of vibing, maybe not vibing, and I bring her flowers every single day, or I do something like I'll wake up at 1 a.m. because they drunk text me, and I'm like, oh my god, she needs a ride. I'm gonna go pick her up right now, and like I
Okay.
throw my, fuck my sleep. I'm gonna go like. I'm just on my
She's
knees
my
for this
priority.
person. Exactly.
No backbone. I'm there for that person at all times. Gotcha.
Exactly. Now, what simping is not. I mean, you can be a simp sometimes. Like I'll be like, hold me. But what people kind of are getting twisted, I think, is that thoughtful guy that's like, oh, I'm gonna I don't know. I'm gonna have an Andie day. Like if you have a husband or a boyfriend or whatever, we're gonna have an Andie day today, and Andie's gonna do whatever she wants. I think that's sweet. Like if you're
Same.
like, okay, you know what, we're gonna go to the mall and we're gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice one day just for that. That's fine. But if you're sacrificing time all the time and just like on your knees and like thirsty as fuck,
That's a simp.
that's a simp.
And you know what's the worst is if the other person isn't that back.
Yes.
That's the worst. And then that person has no respect for you, because if you can do this for them all the time, they know you're always going to be there and doing that. They are going to manipulate you and take advantage of you.
Yes.
You gotta get out of there. You gotta get out of there.
Gentlemen, simping is not healthy. It puts you in a shitty position. And especially if it doesn't like reciprocate, then you're getting used. I know from experience.
Oh no.
Yeah, I used to simp so hard. And
Really?
I was like, well, you know, I'm the nice guy. And if you put yourself kind of, and simps also sometimes make themselves out to be like the good guy and like they're the victim.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I think that's a big one, is like, they're like, well, I'm such a nice guy. Why doesn't she like me? And I'm such a, you know,
Yes.
it's not on the girl, dude. I have a backbone.
Know when you gotta tone it down.
Yeah. It's okay to be a simp sometimes, but
Yeah.
all the time, no. So that's what simping is, I think. Did I do a good job?
I think so.
I think we did a good job.
I think that was spot on.
Yeah.
I think so.
See, me and Andy always discuss. I love it. Here
I
we
think
go.
that one ties into another reply.
Yes.
The getting left for.
Yes.
I won't say the name.
I'm not going to say his name. That's coming next.
Read the reply.
So this next one, not yet. This
Okay.
next one, I can't skip my homie Tony.
Okay.
Beat around the bush. Do you girls tend to do that a lot?
Yep. Especially
Why?
when you're like dating and stuff. Maybe because you don't know what you want, which is messed up. Or you don't want to let them down. That's a thing. Or especially if they're a simp. Okay.
I can see that.
Okay. And you tell them this, and then that simp's gone.
And then that simp's gone. You murder him or what?
He gets a backbone, or he leaves. But it's fine. They can leave.
But then when they get a backbone, then they're like, the girls are like, oh my God, I miss having everything. I know your
that's
game.
so-
I know your game. I know it. Beat around the bush. I mean,
Can that yeah, okay.
yeah. I don't.
Sometimes people have a hard time letting other people down, or I'm not a very confrontational person sometimes, so I don't really know how to say things and not worry about how that person's going to take it.
You're a Gemini, so. Just kidding.
Damn.
No.
Maybe you're the astrology.
Yeah. No. Yeah, 100%. I think that might be more of a people thing than.
Yeah.
Because I know guys that kind of beat around the bush, and I'm like, you're sleeping with two girls, but you kind of want to be with one more than another.
Right.
Why not kind of break one of them off? And they're like, oh, that's just too mean. I'm like, what you're doing right now is mean, dude.
So, what do you think about ghosting then?
That's
in
terrible.
that situation?
That's fucking terrible, dude.
Is it really?
I don't think there should be. There's no excuse for ghosting. I've gotten. Oh shit, I'm a simp. I've gotten ghosted, and
Okay.
it's just not a good situation. And then how I got out of it kind of was like, hey, it kind of seems like you're ghosting me, and I would have honestly appreciated you just telling me I'm not really that interested, or I don't want to
You
date
said that
right
to that
now, or
person.
yeah. I just sent him like a long text, and I was like,
And it didn't deliver because you were blind.
no. Yeah. That was the 1,000th text that I think set her off.
Wow.
Just like, hey, are you okay? Where are you? No, I told her that, and then she was like, oh, this was in college. I was a simp boy in college. Yeah, and they were just kind of like, they didn't even know what to say. They were like, they said that. They're like, Sarah, they didn't know. You're not watching this. They were like, oh, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm sorry. I don't like confrontation. I think that's what was one of the things. And I was just like, yeah, I know. And I get it that things don't work out sometimes, but it would have been cool if you told me.
Yeah.
And she was just like, wow, it's very mature of you.
That's what I was going to say. I think it's a maturity thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like I've ghosted some people, but at the same time, I don't owe them anything. But if I was more mature, I would know they gave me their time in this and this and this. I should at least communicate this to them.
So maybe don't ghost people.
I think it's a maturity thing.
You're like, you're going to drive
like,
home, just be like, fuck.
I'm going to start texting everybody. Hey,
I'm sorry I
I'm
ghosted
really
you. I'm sorry I ghosted you.
I know I ghosted you 5 years ago.
Yeah, I think we got to leave ghosting in the past because, I just think in general we have to say things that we mean or feel, and I'm a lot like that. If I don't want to go out, I'm going to tell you I don't want to go out.
I think saying how you feel
100%.
should be a big thing.
You ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay. So this next one, it's kind of two from the same person. I'm gonna put them together. They compare you to fake people, quote unquote popular IG men, and then reject you because you don't look like them. Then the second part is they choose to go with guys who have clout rather than have a good heart.
Beta male. I feel like that's a beta male move. What do you think?
Explain.
Why is he so worried about what these people have? Be like, hey, they're doing this, this, and this. What do I got to do to be here, too?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you might be comparing yourself to those guys, and you think, well, I'm not this person. And but if they are that shallow, then
that's true. Yeah. Why would you want somebody who's leaving you all the time or all these people who are leaving you for, like, material things, or when you have, like, the intangibles that they don't?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I kind of know some people. I don't really know. I used to know some people that were kind of into those, like, clout dudes. I think I know what clout is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know you personally. If you're listening to this, I don't want to say your name, but you're a good dude, and I think people probably take advantage of that, because when you are the quote unquote good dude, I think that sometimes gets like mistaken for like, oh, you're just, he's just a friend or whatever, simp. Or he's a simp. Don't do things for those girls that you're interested in. Like, do things for yourself that'll make you happy and will probably make them happy.
Or don't do those things for those girls when they don't deserve that. Like, maybe you're coming off too much of whatever from the jump.
Yeah. That's a good point. You might be coming off too strong. But yeah, as soon as you notice that, then just kind of like get out of there, because you're the one that's going to be feeling like an idiot, and it's on them. Do you know this guy?
No, I don't know him.
Personally? No,
not personally.
Wow, there's a lot of pictures I took in between. Okay, let's move on. They act total different, and okay, buddy. Jay, come on. Let's,
Grammar.
Proofread. Yeah, proofread. They act I think what you meant to say is they act totally different in text than in person.
Ooh. That's tough.
This is a young people thing too.
I think so.
Because when you remember in high school when like Facebook was a thing?
Yeah.
Dude, I had the dopest move, and I think a lot of guys do this now, but I invented it.
Okay. This is the Felix 1000.
Yeah,
okay.
Felix 1000. 1000. I think
not
you're
the
thinking about something else.
3000.
The gawk.
That's the 3000.
I saw a meme today of Tobey Maguire and Spider-Man where he's holding the train or whatever, and he's like, ah! And then it says,
what's the caption?
Got, and then the K, just, and he's like, ah! Anyway, trying to hold it in. Anyway. I remember. My move was always like I would talk to girls like on Facebook, and I'd be like, "Yo,"
you'd message them.
I'd like message them and be like, "Yo, what's the homework?" Or like, I don't know, some dumb shit. And then I'd be like, we talk a little bit on Facebook. This was before it was Messenger.
Wow. What was it called? I think it was just
Facebook. Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'd be like, you know what? I don't really check my Facebook a lot. Why don't we text? 100% of the time, it worked every time.
You invented that?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Ow! Well, then I'm suing because that move got me.
Did it really? Hell yeah,
did some damage.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Gentlemen.
My move was the like my status for?
Damn.
I didn't invent that one,
We
but it
were
worked.
such different people back then.
I know.
Like for a TBH.
Yep, that's the one.
Hell yeah.
You seem cool.
TBH, you seem cool.
I don't know you, but
Damn, dude, I miss old Facebook. That was
me too.
But that was so like innocent and
I
just kind
know.
of like
Now it's like
now it's chicks fucking showing their ass and stuff. And
that's fine.
anyway, yeah, I think this is one of those where like you meet the person online kind of, or you know of the person and then you start talking to them online, and then they're kind of just like uncomfortable.
Different, or does he mean like shy in person, or different than what they like say they are online?
I have no idea. I think
'Cause
probably. Go ahead.
I think shy would be like you would be more understanding if they're a little more shy in person, just because the text it's so like much easier to talk to somebody like that you don't know. If they're completely different, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
Yeah, you're probably texting too much, to be honest, and that's kind of where they're more comfortable because I mean you're behind a phone and it makes everything easier.
Right.
Something I kind of did in college, giving all you guys my moves. I'm off the streets now.
College really seems like a
fuck boy, dude. That was
You were a simp, but you were a fake simp.
I was a simp. I was a fuck boy.
You were a fake simp.
Yeah.
You were a guy. Gross.
Yeah, I was such a guy.
Hate men.
What I used to do is I used to like cut them off and be like, if I was interested in the girl and we started kind of online talking, and then I would do my little Facebook.
Yeah.
It was Instagram back then. But I'd be like, yo, text me. And then I'd just be upfront and be like, you know what? When would be a good time? Would you want to hang out sometime?
Okay.
Let's grab a beer or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be like, yeah, for sure. And then I'd say, cool, let's do it on this day, this day, this day. And then I'd say, okay, cool. Boom, stop. Because then you don't really... I think what we've lost is like, we text all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So then you had that conversation already. You can't have it in person.
Oh, okay. I totally get what you're saying. Then you would save everything for the date.
I would save everything for the date.
Same.
Yes.
Me too. But I would always, if that person would not message me like the day before to confirm what we're doing, I would not even count on that date to come up. Because then at that point...
You don't keep your appointments?
What do you mean? So, what do you mean? Go ahead.
What?
So somebody texted me, hey, let's go out on Friday. And then they texted me asking me to hang out on Friday on Monday, right?
Yeah.
If I don't hear from them until Friday, like an hour before, hey, we're still going? No.
And this is something that has... Because I used to not do that.
So you would just show up there and hope they're there?
We have an appointment. I keep my appointments.
Confirm.
That's a digital age thing.
Okay.
Because, and I started confirming because I didn't get stood up, but like...
Women.
Because women, you know. Yeah, I think I confirmed with someone one time and they were like, oh shit, I thought we were off. Like, because...
You didn't.
Because you haven't...
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, oh.
You have to confirm. Yes. You set it up and then you confirm.
Gentlemen, you have to confirm.
You have to confirm. And you have to be on time. Ugh. If you're not on time.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Or, I know some people hate when they're like late. At
That's
Rudy.
me.
At Rudy. Dude, it was a fun one. At least say like, hey, you know what? I'm falling behind because blah, blah, blah. Like, if you give them a warning, it kind of softens the blow. But yeah, be on time. If it's a first date, be on time, dude.
Yeah, no, if you're late, I don't
You're
talk to you again.
You're setting the tone.
Yeah.
For
One
the
guy
rest
was,
of-
oh my gosh.
Here we go.
So that same
Also
guy
back.
that we were talking about earlier, he was late. We had like dinner at whatever, I don't know. He was going to pick me up from my house at 7. Okay.
What was his name? I'm just kidding.
We were going to dinner at 7. Okay. And then he's like texting me like, yeah, like, okay, like I'll see you at 7, blah, blah, blah. Cool. 6:50, nothing. He's running late. And so I text him like, where are you? And he's like, oh yeah, like I'm on my way. He comes to my house at 7:40. I was like, and then I was texting my friend. I was like, hey, I don't even want to go anymore. Like, should I just cancel?
Yes.
And I didn't. He got me flowers to like apologize in the car. But I was like,
It's too late.
I know, it was too late. So then that was that.
That's so fucking rude.
I know. I was like, I'm sitting around in hair and makeup. Come on.
You're like that meme
Come
of the girl sitting in the just straight legs, straight toes.
Waiting. Yeah, that was me.
No.
I didn't want to go anymore. And then that was that.
I've always had a thing, like, and I've gotten more lenient on it, but I actually left. I showed up to my girlfriend in high school, showed up to her house, and she was like, give me a second. And I waited like 15 minutes and I left.
Yeah, no.
I straight up was like that's so selfish with people's time. And like, and if, so let me kick you this scenario. If he would have been like, holy shit, like I'm going to be super late. If he gave you a heads up, would you have kind of more or less been?
Yes, that's fine. But you know you're going to be late before you're late. You know that.
Yeah.
So if it's 6:30 and you knew you were going to be late, you're running late by like at 4.
Right.
You should have told me.
Yep.
And you didn't.
That's trash.
But you know what? What I've learned is some people have no sense of time. No sense of time, no sense of urgency. To some people, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, be an adult.
Yeah.
That's my answer.
Yeah.
That's my only answer is be an adult. And that's something I've learned. I used to not give a shit, but now that I have my own business, like, that's my name. Like, if I tell a client, hey, I'll be there at 4, and I'm there at like 4:10, 4:15, then I'm like,
Exactly.
I fucked up. And that looks bad on my end.
Exactly.
And when we work together, like, if you put it in like a bigger or like a different way, then people will understand. Mm-hmm. Until then, it's just like, well, you just had to wait. You were at home anyway. Fuck off.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck that guy. What's his name? Okay, we didn't even answer. I mean, Jay's thing. I think we answered it. I don't know. At Ryan Roche _ being late, dude.
I can't with no sense of urgency, sense of time. I can't. I really can't.
Are you the type of person that says we'll leave at 6 and you're getting ready at 6?
No, we're leaving at 6. I'm at your house at like 5:59. Like, I'm here. You have a minute to walk to my car because we're leaving at 6. We are leaving at 6.
Yeah. Yes. Don't be late.
Or when people don't, oh my gosh, people don't plan things right. It's like, oh, like, I want to do brunch. We should leave here at like...
Why is it always brunch?
It's always brunch because it's Sunday. It's a weekend thing. And then you got to make it there on time. You got to get there, make it there on time because brunch ends at like 2. Mm-hmm. Last call for bottomless is like 1:30. Yep. So you have to maximize your time. And you have to get there at whatever time you guys set. And then people don't know that you're on a time crunch. This is very crucial, okay, that we get there on time. So do your hair, your makeup, whatever. Plan accordingly so we can get there on time. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's...
It's always brunch. It's always
That's
brunch.
a girl thing. And then they're like, oh my God, I went out last night. I'm so hungover.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just put on some fucking sweats and let's go. At that point, it's like, if you don't want to get ready, that's fine. Don't get ready. I really don't give a shit. Yeah. And then it also sucks when you're like planning a surprise or something, like a birthday thing, and they're late.
My
and you're like, dude, and you don't want to say like, I have people waiting at the fucking restaurant. I already told you 30 minutes before.
I did this for you, but you don't know that right now.
Dude.
I just can't with being late.
That's rough.
I know.
That's a good one. I like how we started talking about being late, and then the next one was being late.
The whole I'm here thing, and you're taking 5 minutes to get at your house. You knew I was on the way. I texted you, I'm on the way.
1 second.
Yeah, no, 1 second. Yeah.
It's never 1 second, guys.
No.
Cynthia G said commit. What?
Wait, girls don't commit or guys don't commit?
Girls. This is all about girls. And then she said try. Cynthia, elaborate with me, and on the next episode, I'll because
we will mention.
You know, shoot me a sentence.
Commit. I think she might have been replying to the guy one. Guys don't commit.
Yeah, she was like, I'm late on this, but fuck guys. Yeah, guys. I mean, anyway. Well, as we see, some girls don't commit. So next, just
my
shitting.
face.
I'm just shitting
my face.
At Andie Sanchez on Instagram.
Don't follow.
Do you have a Twitter?
Don't follow.
What's your Twitter? You got a YouTube too?
Don't have one.
Okay, at Andie Sanchez.
That's not even my ad.
All across. It's two Z's, I think. Here we go.
That's the only one available.
Oh boy. Okay. McKenna said, my husband. Oh, this is from her husband. Okay. Women never believe us when we say we don't care. Just pick something. I'm guessing that's like a restaurant thing.
Where do you want to eat? Oh, I don't care. Yes, you do, because then when we pick our spot, you guys never like that spot. Like, oh, I wasn't really in the mood for this. Oh, I don't really like the food here. Oh, I don't like...
I'm hot right now. But then it's like, oh, you pick something. And then I'm like, all right, Pizza. I fucking love pizza.
Okay.
Pizza, burgers, never goes wrong. Because a burger place also has salads. It also
Okay.
has wraps. It also has pizza. That's
Okay.
fine. Let's do a place like that. I don't really want that. Okay, then text me. Hey, what do you want? I'm not really feeling pizza or burgers.
We're just gonna have to take the L on this one.
Yeah, take it. Because you freaking girls always do this. You women always do this. And we're like, okay, what do you want? Or it's like, I'll be like, I always like to order a side of fries.
Okay.
Because don't touch my food unless I ask you, hey, would you like some of my food?
Ooh,
Because it's always
that.
fucking,
Don't grab my food.
yeah, oh, actually, I do want some. Well, why don't we order you some? Oh, because you were like,
I
you're
just
throwing a
wanted a
goddamn
bite.
fit, dude.
But I just wanted to bite again.
That's before it comes, or if you look at it and say, oh, that looks bomb. Can I have a little bite? Sure. Here's a little bite, and then start eating.
So without asking, it's not okay. Gotcha.
It's not okay. That's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Gotcha.
Is hearing someone else's fork clink on mine.
Oh, I would never do that without asking.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Because
Like, oh.
yeah.
If it's somebody I'm like super comfortable around, like, or I'm dating that person, I'm like, I will give them a heads up. I'm gonna get some.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not asking you. I'm telling you.
Well,
But like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get some. You have a bunch of fries. Oh, I'm gonna get some.
That's fine. That's fine too.
If it's like my friends, be like, oh, like, can I have some?
yeah, just ask. I don't think that's what the thing was, but
No, we don't care. We do care where we're eating, and we're never in the mood for whatever you want because all you want is greasy food from fucking I don't know where.
So tell us. So fucking tell us, gentlemen. A good thing is always sushi.
Sushi, yes.
You can never go wrong with sushi.
You cannot. Mm-mm.
You don't want sushi? That's fine. Get a little miso soup and some
Or
tempura.
like a chicken teriyaki bowl.
Exactly. And if they're just making it into a scene, which they
They will.
are, sushi. That's what they want.
Just go for sushi. I feel like that's the safest way to go. Sushi. If
Yep.
you don't want fish, there's chicken. There's soup. Whatever you want.
Women. I'm getting angry. All right.
Triggered.
We're gonna take a quick break because I have to go tinky, and then we'll be back with some more answers. Yes, we got quite a few answers. We'll be right back. We're back from our poop breaks. Here we go. At Rojas _120. Shout out to Annalie, dude. She was on the last one. She doesn't like when women can't accept when they were wrong. When they're in the wrong. What's that about?
Being immature. Man. Being stubborn.
Yeah.
I think that's probably like the main reason. That's probably their personality trait.
How do we combat that?
I don't know. 'Cause
Combat
that.
Yeah. How do we go against
my
that?
first like initial response, which is wrong, would to be like,
Which is wrong.
which is wrong.
Well, at least you can accept
is to
that you're
just
wrong.
say like, grow up. Like you're not perfect. You know you're gonna mess up and you're not always right. But that's really hard to accept, especially if you're the person that's always right. You know what I mean? That's not your first go-to.
I'm always right. I'm a Sag.
You're also, yeah, okay.
Not my president. Here we go. Okay, just the maturity thing,
That's
I guess.
fair, yeah.
Or a pride thing. Some people have more pride than others.
Yeah.
Stay in toxic relationships because it's comfortable.
Ooh.
Oh!
Yikes.
I can think of a couple people that... You know what the thing is? It might be a little more for...
So this is what we hate girls do. So girls stay in toxic relationships. And I think that's true. I think that statistically... I think it's more like the guy being the asshole, the girl not leaving in time or when she should.
Yeah, and I think that comes from patriarchal society. No, I think it comes from like growing up in an environment like that where like it's like kind of women,
That's all you know.
Women need men.
Oh, okay.
Where you don't really need a man.
I think it's more girls not like loving themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of insecurities too.
So in turn, when that starts, like the whole like, oh, women need a man, then they kind of think to themselves like, well, I can't be independent. I can't be, even if they don't like think that like straight up, they kind of in the back of their head are thinking like, well, that's my man. That's my man.
Right, right. And then they just stay in there. It's a bad cycle. I think it's a lot of, along with that, not wanting to be like, oh, if he really like loved me, if I'm worth like being loved, like I'll stay here. It's like you don't have to be with somebody to feel like worth something.
Or I can change him.
I
can change him.
That's so, yeah. You can't.
You can't. He's an asshole.
I think you have to understand you're two different people.
Yeah.
And whatever they do it does not like reflect your worth or anything like that.
100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it has to do with self-worth. Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, and I think about, I had Clark Bartram on a couple episodes ago.
I'm on that episode, like 20 something, right?
Yeah.
I'm on that one.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Man, I fucking love my fans. No, shout out to people that support me. But before I get into that, I had Clark on, and we talked about having that cockiness / confidence of, he was like, I'm the best to do it. I'm the best to do it. And I know that rubs people the wrong way, but sometimes when you're in a relationship, you almost have to think, and this is what I bring sometimes to relationships, and it might sound toxic or whatever, but I kind of bring the attitude of like, cheat on me. Go for it. Because if you cheat on me, it's going to show more about you than me.
Right.
And when people ask, hey, what happened to Andie? Well, she cheated on me. That's like, your name, dude.
That sucks for them. Like, they're lost. Like, they're, that's about them.
You're sexy, dude. There's someone for everyone. I strongly believe in that.
Were you always like that? Or did you get to that point?
I think I got to that point. I got cheated on a couple times. Simp boy, I'm telling you. Yeah, my history kind of with women is a little toxic. But yeah, I think you have to have that swag where, and it takes a couple, especially for us young people. It takes some time to think that you're the shit. And like the difference between being confident and being cocky is like, I'll tell myself, dude, I'm killing it, man. I'm fucking killing it. But if you're like going on Instagram, just like, I'm the fucking man. What's up? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, people are gonna be like, what? This guy thinks he's the man. Like, nah. Kind of bring that swag of like, and honestly, even Andie, to you, just be like, dude, I'm a hot bitch. Like,
guys come and go.
Guys come and go.
It's fine. It's
exactly.
Literally fine.
Exactly.
And even if you're not like that from like the jump, you'll get there, and it might come after your heart getting broken once or twice.
Let them cheat.
You got to go through it a couple times. Yep. You have to. It
says more about them than you. Next one, attachment issues. Can't do anything without their mans. Ugh.
I think that's kind of similar to what we just talked about. I think it kind of starts with how you grow up, how you're raised.
Yeah.
If you see no woman figure like around you that's independent, you're going to go ahead and fall into the same footsteps. Very true.
And honestly, I know guys like this too. See, the thing is, like, men and women, we're not that different. Excuse me. At the end of the day, like, we all have our quirks. That's kind of why I did this, is because, like, it's a level playing field. Everyone has their own issues. Everyone has their quirks. Everyone has their different way of thinking. Oh my God, dude. I'm like a burp machine. Jesus.
The second one, I feel like that the second one's one that puts you under. Yeah, it just like, does you.
Yeah. That's some simp shit.
Being clingy, though, I don't know. I feel like it's okay to an extent. Yeah. Like if you're clingy, okay, are you labeling them clingy because they want to spend time with you and you're just somebody who is really independent? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. And again, going back to what we said before, you kind of have to put that, I'm a very independent person. Like, I don't really, I date because, you know, obviously a significant other adds to my life. It's not my life. And sometimes that can be a fault. But I think a lot of people think that way of like, this is my man. Like, I need to do things with him. I need to, like, what's my man doing right now? Like,
yeah, like, that's their own person, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, good. I don't know. It's kind of hard. Like, when you want to go eat, that's the first person you hit up. When you want to go do this, that's the first person you hit up.
Yeah.
And then that person might not take it the right way.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's so many gray areas to, like, all this stuff.
Don't label them clingy off the bat.
No.
And
let them know if you're like, you know what, I like to do things by myself. I think honestly in a relationship, that's huge, is like doing things by yourself. Like, you don't have to do everything together. You don't have to work out all the time. Like,
I think that comes after like the lovey-dovey stage. You know, the first
The
couple
honeymoon
months.
stage? Yeah.
Where you guys are doing everything together. You're so in love. You're so like blind to everything.
yeah.
I think once that part's over, then that's when you start doing things alone.
I think it should be from the start. Like,
You think so?
Yeah. Like, I recently picked up golf.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about it before. And that's my shit.
Okay.
Like, that's my thing.
Yeah.
Like, if my girl's like, oh, we should golf together, then I'd be like, you know.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm,
I mean, it's hard to say it. Like, maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, I will never work out with somebody. No.
No.
No, I will never work out. Do you want to? No.
I don't know how people do that.
Some guy asked me, oh, like, we should work out together. I was like,
No.
I don't. Why would you want to see me all sweaty? Gross.
Take me
Second
out.
of all, that's my time.
Yeah.
That's my time. That's what I like to do.
You fucking chotch, dude.
Don't, like, invade somebody's space. Like, if that golfing is your thing,
That's their space.
if your partner has, like, a specific thing that they like to do, let them have that. Let them be their time.
Yeah. This is your space. This is your area.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? That vine? What the hell, dude? You can't do that, dude.
What the hell, dude?
That's your space. This is your area. You can't do that, dude. Look that vine up if you don't know what we're talking about. When we say we'll be ready. Oh, we already talked about this. When we say we'll be ready by 6 p.m., but don't leave the house till 6:25, always late, maybe. And then she followed up with, that's just me, though.
That is just her, though.
Yeah. But it's also a lot of people.
I'll be in a bad mood if we're running late until we're there 2 drinks in.
Yeah.
I'll
Dude.
be in a bad mood.
Same.
Like that will, I'm just in a bad mood. That already like set the vibe for the night, and then until I'm X
A little
amount of-
wasted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I'm okay.
Do you throw in like condescending little things like, we wouldn't have to wait in line if we were here on time?
See, I don't do that because you can read my face and just know
Yeah.
that I'm already pissed.
Yeah.
Like I'm pissed.
Well, I'll ruin anyone's day. Yeah, with that look, just like.
Yeah. Like this is your fault.
And of course, and it's always the late people
Mm-hmm.
that pregame first.
Oh my gosh, they're having a great time because you know why? Because we're on their time.
Yes.
We're on their time.
It makes
they're
me
having
so
a
angry.
great time.
It's always a fucking drunk person. What's wrong with you? And you're like,
Listen up.
I can't tell you because you're drunk as fuck. And you tell them after, oh my God, my bad.
Oh my god, you were 5 years old. Sorry.
Dude, alcohol.
No, we sound so type A, but that's really just one of my pet peeves is running late.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Or give us a heads up. I'm a little more loose on that, but give us a heads up. Like, you know what? I won't be there until 20 minutes after. Okay, then
Okay.
that's fine. I won't get ready till 20 minutes after.
I just hate, yeah, I can't.
Yeah. You and Rudy are friends, right? That's
Yeah.
how you guys are. There you go. Oh, Rudy. We'll talk later.
Next.
Next one. Oh. Sorry. All right. Sorry, host.
This is my podcast.
Yeah, I know. Goddamn. Hair and... This is a big one.
This is gonna make me mad.
This is a huge one. This is from Jessica again. Jessica Santero. Hair in the shower, hair wall art. Had to live in several dormitories, she says. Gross.
That is disgusting. Inconsiderate. Childish. All of the above.
Yeah. That's
I can't. I can't.
that's pretty disgusting. Please just put the hair in. Imagine
Grow
okay.
up.
Let's turn it. I'm going to get really gross. And I'm doing this for argument's sake. What if we put our pubes on the wall and you just saw little curly hairs everywhere?
That's disgusting.
I don't know who has pubes anymore, but yeah. Imagine that. That's not.
Why would you do that when you know you share things with other people? That's disgusting.
Or like on the soap.
I can't. How are people so inconsiderate? I can't.
And then the other person has to like with their nail just.
Ew. Like anything in a common area, like shared space, and you're a slob, that's not okay. That's so inconsiderate. Like who let you do that growing up?
Ladies, do the airbender thing with your hands in the shower, and it'll go roll off your fingers and then go on the wall, and then the hair will fall. So, yeah. Shout out to Annalie. She said she did that last time. So,
Wow.
And her husband hates it.
If you just make a swirly, you could just pick it up.
That's so bad. Okay, here's the last one. This is from Dan Yo. I didn't even read this one. Complain that men don't know what they want, but the reality is they don't either.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is this the guy that
He's met his match.
This is the guy you were hanging out with?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
What is that about? Complain that men don't know what they want,
When they don't.
but the reality is they don't either. I don't think anyone knows what they want.
So is he saying he doesn't know what he wants either? Then that's fair.
Maybe.
Come on, bud, pick it up. Put it together.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, get your shit together, bro.
You don't even know what you want. How can you complain when you don't know
I
what
love
you
how this
want?
all goes back to the people who answered it. You know what? You're the problem.
Well, you know why? Because girls are never the problem. We're never the problem.
Exactly.
We are never wrong. You know what I hate? When guys will call you, let's say, crazy. Like, okay, you're labeling me that because you made me this way. It's not my fault. It's not the girl's fault. It's the guy's fault. You did this that made us act this way. I said what I said.
I might have to agree with that one.
Yep. Take
yeah.
it. Take it.
Because we I feel like men just drag the worst out of women sometimes.
And then they move on like nothing.
Yeah, but then in like 2 or 3 months, then we're like, oh, I miss you, babe.
And then you're already blocked.
Yeah, and yeah, well, you block people left
I
and
do.
right, huh? That
Well,
block.
see, I do that because what is the point of staying in contact with somebody? What is the point?
Gentlemen, if you DM Andy, know what you're going into. This is some cutthroat
Okay,
shit,
look,
huh?
no, I mean, okay, if we're not, this has been like anybody I've ever like dated. If we're not together, we're not friends, we're both moving on, out of sight, out of mind, like, why do I need to follow you here or talk to you here?
What if you knew the person from like before and then you guys dated?
I'm not going to be friends with an ex. Are you friends with ex? I'm not friends. I'm not.
I like to keep it
Civil?
amicable and civil, even though
Like, I just don't
happen.
see a point of keeping up. Like, it's just not there.
wow,
It's just...
dude, you're fucking cutthroat, dude. I'm
no,
not even
I
like
mean,
that.
like, for what? For Felix, for what? For what?
You know what's funny is that I'm actually
And so I think it's also a respect thing. So let's say I break up with this person, whatever, they're blocked, and now I'm dating this person. They're not going to be threatened by me ever thinking of rekindling with an ex.
But is there someone in the gym? Do you hear noises?
They're trying to get a pump in on a Saturday.
I don't know, man. That might be Chris.
Oh.
Yeah, but like, damn, dude.
I just, what is the point? And there's no threat of an ex.
Dude, blocking is just so severe. Like in the age of
Okay.
social media, I feel like blocking is just like someone really has to do something to like piss me off or something.
So would an unfollow be less? Or just keep the follow? How would you go about that?
I just don't give a shit about social media. If like I'll block someone's story. That's
Oh, you'll mute them, but you'll still follow them.
yeah.
And then your new girl that you're dating is saying, oh, like, you still follow her? Do you still talk to her?
They don't see my social media.
What do you mean?
Like I don't care about social media. Like look at my post, dude, on my personal one. I'm like in a vest in one because I'm like, oh, it's vest season. That's fucking it. Let's see. The last thing I probably posted was about like the podcast. But that goes hand in hand with like my business.
Okay, so let's say, for the example, you are dating this girl you're really into, and then she's following her ex.
It's my last post. Look how unflattering that
Okay,
is.
so we'll have to switch it then.
Okay.
She's following her ex.
Okay.
She's liking his pictures because they're on her timeline because she follows them.
It's fine.
That's fine.
Like I said, cheat on me. That's fine.
I like that.
It's gonna say more about you. Like
Yeah.
I've never really believed in keeping tabs on people, or not that I'm saying that you're keeping tabs on your person, but
I can't.
I think the way you're thinking is like quote unquote respectful in the digital age, but also I don't care enough to be like, you're gonna have to block that person.
Oh, okay. See, that's, I guess, only part of it. The respectful part's kind of falls last. The first part is like out of sight, out of mind. I don't even talk to you anymore. I don't even see your stuff. Like, for what? Like, I don't really care.
Yeah. Well, I like
That's
to stalk mine. my exes. Huh?
You do? Oh, so you do
Yeah.
the whole tab.
And then
with
I'll
people?
send them a message like, man,
From
we
a
could-
fake account.
We could have been so much.
What could have been? Hey, I miss you.
Hey, found this picture
Hey,
on my
you
phone. Dude, my favorite memes are the future.
The future memes. Yeah, I could see a toxic Felix back in the day. That's what you're giving me very much toxic
Oh
Felix
my God.
vibes.
No, I mean, how much time we got? No, I wasn't toxic. I just, yeah, there was
You were hurt people after.
yeah, I was, okay. You know what? I'm going to share a story.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're done with the questions. Thank you so much for
Participation.
your participation. So, this is funny because last time we talked about how guys bring up their exes, and I was like, oh, I do it all the time.
Why is that a thing? I hate men.
I do.
Why is that a thing?
I do it more on here because it might be relevant.
Oh, well, this is a podcast.
fucking
If
podcast.
I'm dating you or I'm seeing you and you're bringing up your ex and all these girls you've talked to and done whatever with, for what? What is that?
I won't do that.
Yeah.
And I think the shitty thing is to be like, well, my ex used to do this. Like
Oh my gosh.
comparisons. Like,
Yes, that's the worst.
That's
Okay,
awful.
so go date them. I'm not that person. I'm not.
Yeah, that's one of those things where, like, obviously I have a podcast, and if it's, if it kind of goes hand in hand to like what we're talking about, then I'll bring it up. But other than that, like if I'm on a date, I'm not gonna be like, oh, my ex used to order that.
Like, oh, yeah, my ex put me on to this place. You want to go?
Exactly.
No, is she going
Exactly.
to serve us too? Like, does she
Exactly.
work there? Do you want to see her? Jeez.
Yeah. So, yeah, back in the day, I used to kind of I went through like a phase of like, I dated this one girl for a long time, thought we were going to get married, didn't work out. She actually asked me to block a bunch of people on social media.
Oh, really?
And I always told myself, like, I would never do that. I would rather break up with a girl before she makes me do something.
See, okay, discussion after. Do you want to have that now?
Let me keep going.
Okay,
and then
yeah.
hold that up. Yeah, so I was like, it should never be a problem. So then after, this was the girl that I was going to marry. Like,
Okay.
that's what I thought at the time. This
You're
was
like,
college
wow.
Felix, like early college Felix. Yeah, and then we ended up breaking up, and then I found out like she was hanging out with some other dudes, and like it was just kind of a shitty situation. But then it turned into me not trusting women anymore. I don't think I've ever said this out loud, but it turned to me not trusting women anymore. And that was the fuckboy stage. That's where I was like, you know, being a little
Felix
fuckboy.
doing the Felix 1000.
Dealing with Felix 1000. Oh yeah, let's blah, blah. Going on like first and second dates, and then never like just kind of uninterested. Haha. Oh,
Yeah.
for real. Haha.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. LOL. But yeah, everyone goes through something. Everyone gets hit with something differently. Shit happens, dude. So if someone's in like a certain stage in their life, they might be more of a fuck boy. They might be less of a fuck boy or girl. 'Cause, you know, you girls. I've been, yeah. But yeah, one of the stories actually that I wanted to share was one time I was kind of into this girl, and she was in my class. This is really embarrassing, actually. Fuck it.
If you're watching this, comment.
Yeah. This thing comes like full circle. So I was like into this girl. She was in my earth science class. And I was like, man, this chick's cute. So like I would kind of try to pepper in some conversation and be like, yo, what's up? Like when we would walk out, and finally I was like, this was after the girl that
Broke your heart.
that broke my heart. Yeah. And then I was like, hey, we should, grab some lunch sometime after class. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, okay. So I took her number, and then I didn't really text her because I was like, I don't know if she's
Just really feeling this.
I don't know if she's
It
feeling
wasn't
this.
okay, not a yes.
Exactly. So then we'd walk out of class, and we'd kind of walk out at the same time, and I would, again, like throw in some conversation and be like, yo, what's up? It was never like very desperate stuff. Fast forward to like a month after like our first month there in the class, or in the semester, she's walking with some friends, and I'm walking behind her, and she's like, yeah, man, he always like follows me after class. Dude,
So that you could hear.
my gut just like turned. So she didn't know I was behind her.
Oh, she didn't. Are you sure?
I swear to God.
Okay.
And this is, I'll show you the proof.
Okay.
And she's just like laughing her little heart off. She's like, ha, 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 ha. Like
What
her and
a
her friends,
simp.
like, ew, what a creep and blah, blah, blah. And they're just,
Yeah.
And at the time, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I was like, you know what? It's probably some other fucking weirdo. It was your boy. Because then she turned left to go into her classroom.
Yeah.
Opens up the door and she turns around to close it. And she sees me and just goes
Like she's seen a ghost.
so pale.
Oh my gosh. Felix.
And I was like I didn't even know what to say. I just like kind of looked at her and like, yeah. I think we were both in the same situation of
Yeah.
like, fuck. And yeah. And then later on I went, let's bring up my ex again.
Mm-hmm.
I think last year I went to Idlewild with my ex. And she was there.
No way. No
Dude,
way.
out of all the places, like
No
she shows
way.
up with like a group of people and I'm like,
That's the worst.
yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, wait.
Yeah. And then I was like, I
That's
told
so
my,
awkward.
Yeah, I told my girl at the time, I was like, yo, you see that girl over there?
You
She's
said
like,
that?
Yeah. And I was like, this is what happened. And she's like, ew, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't know why I shared that with you, but yeah, I just kind of, because she kept staring at me. Like, I think she was like, I know this person from somewhere. I should have been like, yo.
You should. No. How
Was
awkward.
good.
I hate. Why does that happen? Why does that, like, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it? It just puts you. Oh my.
Because I'm a Sag.
That's happened to me before too.
Has it?
Yeah.
What?
So okay, so I went to this
Okay, there we
bar.
go.
So I went with one of my best friends to this bar, right?
Hold on. Time out. Okay. I don't want it to die during your story. Go ahead.
Okay, so I went to this bar with my best friend. We had no plans of going out that night. Super spontaneous, like, you know what, let's just go. Let's go out for drinks. And those nights never end well. Never end
Never.
well. Never.
Because you're not in the mindset.
Nope. So we're there, whatever. We're a couple drinks in. Cool, whatever. I look to my left, and I see this guy that I, like, dated. I was like, this sucks. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Whatever, cool. We say hi, whatever. And then I look to my right,
Another guy.
and it's the guy that I was, like, dating at the time. And I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
And then I look behind me, and it's my boss. I'm like, this is not
squad's
okay. I was like, why is this happening to me? But I didn't really know what to do because I was, like, there with a guy I was, like, seeing at the time, and then a guy that I had dated before, and one of them came up to say hi. Well, I don't know. It was just a mess. It was just, and I didn't overshare.
Yeah.
You overshared.
Oh, I overshowed
To
it.
one of them. I overshared to my friend who knew what was going on.
Yeah.
But it's just so awkward. Why does that have to happen? It always happens. It's like the universe being like, hey, pick one.
Yeah.
Or just full circle.
I don't
It's
understand
so
where
awkward.
your boss, you slept with your boss too?
No, but it's like, why are these people that I don't want to see in one setting on a night out with my best friend for drinks all here?
Yeah.
It's just a mess.
That's true.
A whole mess.
It's true because it makes you like uneasy and you're like, I have to constantly like look over my shoulder.
I know.
Like during that thing. And
Yeah.
you just feel them looking
I
at
know.
you and then you
I
look
know.
over and you're like, oh, I just made eye contact.
Like,
Like,
yikes.
that's how it was.
Oh, I know. Were they looking at me or was that a
Yeah.
coincidence?
That's how it was for me.
The worst.
You were going to say something though about, I told you to put a pin in
Oh,
it.
yes. So you said you would rather just count every freaking blade of grass on this earth before blocking somebody that your
Yeah.
girlfriend would ask you to block.
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't say it that way, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
Definitely
exactly
put words in my
what you
mouth, but
meant.
yeah, for sure.
So I mean I've never asked anybody to block somebody, but if somebody does, I wouldn't really.
Let me bring it back to they're just wearing their hair like that. Leave them alone. If they're just being, then it's like, oh, I just have this person on Instagram, like, to whatever.
Okay.
You know, they're just being. They're
Yeah.
gonna post. That's fine. I'm gonna post. It's fine. Now, if it was like a thing where they're messaging me like
They're swiping up on your story.
titty pics and stuff, or you know something like very severe, then I
Yeah.
would get it. Then I'd be like, you know what, this person keeps like sending me pictures of her butthole or something, like, you know how women
It would have
do.
to be at that extreme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know
Not
how.
just like a
you know,
laughing emoji
I-
is straight
yeah.
to pictures of.
I think I have people on here that said I hate when women send me pictures of the butthole.
Oh, me too.
It's common. But like if they're sending me shit like that, or like constantly being like, hey, what's up, or like, ugh, remember us, like, I get that. Makes you uncomfortable. And you know what? Even before you ask me to block them, I'll do it myself because I'm like, this is inappropriate. First of all, I'd give a warning. Hey, I'm seeing someone. This is inappropriate. Please don't do that. If they continue, I'm going to block you.
So you would do that on your own?
Yeah.
You would already handle it yourself so that person doesn't even have to tell you?
Yeah.
So if you're dating Regina, right?
Regina George? Yes.
Yeah, you're dating Regina and you follow the girl that you were behind walking to class, that girl, and then you're also following your ex, and Regina says, hey, I don't really like that you still follow them. Can you unfollow them?
No.
What do? You tell Regina no?
No, because I'm into you and I'm dating you and we're exclusive because we've already talked about being exclusive. So let's let it be.
And then Regina says, oh, like that makes me insecure. I just don't like that you follow
We shouldn't
them.
be together.
And then that's that conversation.
Speaking of cutthroat, yeah.
Okay.
I want to be
Fair enough.
I want to be with someone that's like secure with themselves, but also secure with the fact that her and I have a relationship and that I'm not going to do something stupid.
And that you have a history. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't think that would ever be, like, if I've never done it, but if somebody asked me to, I would.
You would just do it?
Yeah.
Because
what does that cost me?
Because it's going to progress. The thing that I've seen is
Okay.
that it progresses
Fair.
from one person to another, like someone that doesn't even matter. So like Devin Brugman. You know Devin Brugman?
Mm-mm.
She was like the OG bikini girl on Instagram. Her and her
Before that.
friend. Before like Instagram thoughts.
Okay. Was she like, what, like a model, like Sports Illustrated?
She was like,
Kate,
yeah.
Okay.
She was like a model. She was a bikini model. Beautiful. Like, just like, so pretty. Absolutely love her. Huge crush. And I followed her and her friend Tasha Oakley. Oh, I still remember them. I don't follow them anymore, but like I used to follow them, and they had this like, it was called Bikini a Day, and they had a business, and they would go on cool to cool places and stuff. And I mean, obviously, like I'm a dude, like I'm like, oh damn, like next.
Yeah. Keep scrolling.
But then if which happened, a girl would be like, why are you following this person? It's like I don't know.
Like, how do you?
It doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, do you want me to look like that? And it's like, okay, you're insecure. You got some stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
You have some self-love to do.
Gotcha.
I'm going to head out. You do your self-love stuff. And then when you realize that I'm actually very into you and that you're a real person, and
I'll be gone by then.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
exactly.
See, I didn't see it like that. I was more like, you know what? If that person wants me to block this person because they feel insecure, I feel like that's a very small price to pay for like security of my relationship. But I could see how that could escalate to something way more.
Gemini.
I know.
So-
I hate it here.
I hate it
I
here.
wish I was an unproblematic son.
I wish I was born in December. I mean, yeah, it just, let's take like 20 steps back.
Okay.
Who cares? It's social media.
That's
Who cares?
true.
I think we take it, and I've been guilty of this even before, like my whole business and everything. We take it way too seriously. And I know people that like don't have a business on there that take it way too seriously. Like,
Oh, yeah.
oh shoot, I haven't posted in a week. I'm like, oh wow.
What do you have to lose? Yeah, but
Who cares?
yeah, I promise you, nobody's keeping track. Not a single person is
Exactly.
keeping track. Because you're not. And if you're not, what does it matter if they are?
You know what I hate when
What?
girls do? Ladies, we'll come back to you. When they go, and I'm sure guys have done this before, but I see mostly girls do it. When they go, a lot of you have been asking where I got my blah, blah, blah. 2 people asked. No one cares. Sorry.
And you're offended by their post?
Don't do that. Don't make yourself...
So just message them individually?
I will.
Okay.
100%. Ask the homie Annalie. I'm her biggest hater. She'll be like, hey, do you guys want to see that? I'm like, no one cares.
Nobody
Annalie. She's like, I've had 4 people tell me they want to. And I'm like,
That's
okay.
4 people. That is such a Felix reply. Oh my gosh. Nobody wants to know. Yes, they do. And sometimes people don't ask, Felix. Okay.
I'm just a hater. I don't do it maliciously. I just do it like, who cares?
Because you don't get
I want people to be on my level, dude. If people were on my fucking
bitter
level,
ass.
just bitter, didn't give a shit about anything, just wants to hang out, have some coffee, have some nice beers, we'd all be in a there would be
We'd
no
be
COVID.
fine. We'd be fine. No COVID.
Dude, no COVID.
Mental
no
health at an all-time high.
mental health. We're flying up, baby. We're all taking Lexapro. We're all. It's a beautiful time to be in a cult.
No Lexapro.
Yeah, dude.
We're all crying.
Dude, we're
You
all
can't
just.
cry because your tears don't come out when you're on Lexapro. Like,
We're all on antidepressants. We're all just chilling.
you don't feel anything. You're numb.
Dude, we're all in here just having a good time. If you want to make some coffee, we can make some coffee. I have a little
Coffee
incense.
corner.
I have a coffee corner. There's an incense dispenser there. Like, we're all just chilling. We're hanging out. We're being, dude.
So you're just over social media. I think it ruined a lot.
I'm over social media. I'm over trends. I'm over trying to find a cart, like a liquor cart, and it's $200 on offer up because they're in right now. That shit
Build it.
bugs me, dude. I built that one.
Well,
So
yeah, you built this place. Big for
I mean, ging, 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 ging. Yeah, I built this for this place from that one up. Anyway, I feel like I just bitched for an hour and 30.
I don't know. I feel like we covered a lot. We went from that girl from class to blocking people.
Oh man, that girl. Her name was Sarah.
You didn't have to do that.
Oh, I'm gonna. What's up, Sarah?
Do you follow her? You unfollowed her.
I don't think I ever followed her. I don't think we got that like close enough to where I can. Not only that, I mean, she was talking shit about me to her.
Oh yeah.
To her friends. I'll probably bleep that out.
Yeah.
I probably should.
Okay.
Hold on.
Couple.
Marked it. All right. Yeah. Shout out to her though. But I mean, at the end of the day, I was like, I was hurt. It's a pretty fucked up thing to do. Talk shit about, someone. But she wasn't into it. And she thought I was like being kind of creepy. So then I checked myself and I was like, you know what? Were you being creepy? Maybe you were. Maybe you were coming off as creepy.
Yeah, maybe you were just too strong. Or maybe it just wasn't what she was into. But the
wasn't what
same
she was
thing,
into.
like you were saying earlier, cheat on me or be an asshole.
Yeah.
And then you just move on.
I mean, I was bummed for 2 days. And that might be more
You're fine. You're fine.
I'm fine now.
Look at you. You're fine.
Yeah. I got so many girls, dude. In here, especially, just.
I don't even think this place can fit a lot of people.
Hey, screw you, man.
Mathematically. I mean.
I told the owner of Iconic, Chris, I was like, dude, when you come back, because he was in Texas while I was building this place, I was like, this place finna be a scene, bro. And then he walked in, and it was just my desk. My desk and the
You're like,
pegboard.
yeah, this is a scene. When we say scene, we mean a desk.
He's like, oh, this is, wow, this is really, really cool.
Cozy.
Are you done?
That's the worst. When you finish something, is there more? Like, is that it? Like,
Dude,
did you think there was gonna be more?
I got asked. I was filming a dance rehearsal, and there was a girl, a little like a little high school girl.
Okay.
And she was like, "Wow, this is all really cool stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, thanks." And she was like, then she just started talking to me like, she was like, "Do you like lift?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And she's like, "You do?" And I was like,
It's the worst. Oh, like this is. Oh, you do?
"Yeah." I
Like,
do.
oh, that was very offensive. And you meant that. You really meant that.
I was like, I mean, I don't lift heavy, but
I lift things.
anyway, that's fucked up.
Pain.
That's kids, man. Kids don't give a shit. This is a good spot to wrap it up. I might have to chill here for a little bit because I had that beer. Andie, where can people follow you?
I know you mentioned my Instagram earlier. Same one you mentioned earlier.
Where can guys hit you up to hit on you?
Nowhere.
Please don't do that. I'm going to say it right now. Please.
Leave me alone.
Leave Andie alone. And if you're actually
me
interested, send something tasteful. I'm not talking about nude.
Something
I'm talking
tasteful.
About, hey,
with
Andie.
some thought.
I saw you on ThisLife, a podcast by Mayorca Media with our host, Felix Mayorca. Follow him at Mayorca Media on Instagram and YouTube. I saw you on there, and I think it would be great. I really resonated with blah, blah, blah,
Let's discuss over some XYZ.
Yeah. Over some chicken and some sex.
Some sushi,
Yeah.
said was the same. We said sushi.
Dude, the sushi. Sushi's a good one.
But yeah, my Instagram's at Andie Sanchez with 2 Z's on there.
Yes. There you go. That's a twosies.
There you go.
Thank you so much for being on, Andie. I appreciate
Glad to be back.
I think we had a great conversation.
Whether you think we're shallow or honest,
Exactly.
we probably are.
Both. Episode 30, I believe. The big 3-0. Never thought I'd be here. Like I live such a tough life. I'm so fucking privileged.
I made it to 30, you guys.
When people from like our kind of hood always are like, man, I never thought I'd live to see 25. I'm like,
you live on the street next to me. You live on the street next to me.
Yeah, do you know where you live? Or okay, it's really not that tough out here. Like, we got West Siders and
hey,
Diablos
you never
and
know
stuff.
how their life is set up. Okay,
I mean,
you never know.
But sometimes I do. You have a loving mom and dad. Folks, thanks so much for listening to another episode. Follow me on Instagram at Mayorca Media, Mayorca Media. Subscribe to the YouTube. I feel like that's peaking. Subscribe to the YouTube and leave a review and a comment on iTunes. That helps a ton. Subscribe to the podcast. Happy 2021, and make sure you do not simp, guys.
No simps.
And ladies, stop being late.
Stop being late.
Stop being
But
late.
we're always right.
And that's coming from that just turned off. That's coming from a guy and a girl. So
Grow up.
grow up. Thanks, guys. See you on the next. See you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.